Hi everyone, we are from Group 1 and we are going to talk about the manufacturing process of paper. First of all, I'm going to introduce my group members. We have Shelinia LV Anakeltin with the matrix number of 85677. Next, we have Magdalena Iru Anak Maruni with the matrix number of 84390, and me, Hannah Auni binti Muhammad Hajradha, with the matrix number of 82577.
The first step in the manufacturing process of paper is pulp and paper process. At the beginning of the process, the recycled paper is mixed with water that has been processed to make a fiber suspension, and then the decal, which is a mold with a wire screen, is dipped into a solution and rim out horizontally to create a sheet of pulp on the screen. Next, the sheet will be placed on a cloth and stacked with the others to be pressed. By using a series of screens, all of the impurities are removed. After pressing, the sheet is hung to dry. Therefore, the process is very important to guarantee that we are only produce a high quality and useful paper for human. Alright, secondly, the manufacturing process of paper is diluting paper fiber. The paper machine will squeeze out all of the water from the paper sheet. It is to provide a maximum dryness in a paper sheet. The pulp then is pumped into a huge paper making machine. Then, the hot paper drying cylinder, which is the largest part of a paper machine, is used to evaporate the leftover water in the paper sheet. During this process, a film of chemical is applied to the top of the dried paper to improve its characteristic of paper. Meanwhile, the paper making machine will stretch the paper until it becomes bigger. Thus, the process of diluting the paper fiber allows us to produce thin and uniform paper. Alright, now let's we proceed to the third phase in the manufacturing process of paper, which is the wire section. During this process, the distribution of uniform jet of watery shock occur, which is at the end of the paper machine that sit on the head box. The liquid splash onto the forming material or wire. Then, hydrofoils, also known as foils, are used beneath the wire to eliminate water and enhance fiber uniformity. This is to ensure that the fiber water weave tightly together in a mat. Then, the paper sheet, often referred to a paper web, is formed by a soft mat of pulp which left behind after the water is vacuumed out of suction box by the wire. Hence, the cantilever frame idea allows for quicker and safer wire replacement while also simplifying machine maintenance and operation.
Next, we have step 4 where we call it a press section, or for simpler term, a water removal process. In this process, a sheet will be passing through a series of nib roller, and it function it could squeeze the water out of our pulp nib. And the pressure actually compress the fiber to intertwine in order to form a dense and smooth sheet. And after that, water content also will be reduced up to 45 and 55%. Moving on to the next step, which is on how our paper is dried up. In this process, our paper will be going through an enclosed space which containing a steam heated drying cylinder, and its function actually to dry up or warm up our paper up to 80 and 85%. Unlike the previous one, it only warm up to 45 and 55%. After that, sizzling solution will be applied to the sheet of paper. It is actually to produce a layer of starch, and for the record, starch actually contributes the stiffness and also the bonding of fiber within the sheet. After the seizing solution is applied, the sheet of paper will be going through another set of an enclosed space which containing the same steam heated drying cylinder and will be going through the same process again. On step 6 is what we call paper finishing. Paper finishing meant to give a container board a smooth and glossy surface, and in order to achieve that, a sheet of paper will be going through a smooth roller, which can be hard or soft, that actually press the paper, embossing it to become a smooth surface. The purpose of this paper finishing process is actually to maintain a good quality of paper before passing it to the next process, which what we call a real-time quality control.
Next is step 7, which is real-time quality control. The paper quality control is installed at the last part of the paper making machine. During the manufacturing activities, the real-time quality control system will give recommendations and evaluate the allocation of production resources. The IoT technology will gather the current state of the goods and experience manufacturing resources during the manufacture. Preserving incredibly fine monitoring on the variables in the manufacturing process is critical to create high-quality paper. Therefore, this step must be taken seriously in order to create the finest paper. Next, we will be moving on to step 8, which is paper winding. Paper winding is the delicate process of turning a huge paper roll into a custom-sized roll. The paper will be inserted into a machine to be trimmed, cut, and made into smaller rolls. This is to make the paper easier to be shipped. And it may sound simple and easy, but if it is not done properly, it can result in non-uniform rolls, creases, and sheet breaks that will reduce the quality of the paper, turning good production into waste in the blink of an eye. Now we are at the last step, which is step 9, paper testing. Paper testing is done to make sure that the paper is at the highest quality. The paper will undergo tests such as tensile and shear strength tests. Not only that, the paper's cross direction, elongation, and fiber orientation will be tested. The papers will then be judged by the grade of quality the machine has been set. Different grades of paper will then be sorted out into their own category, and the failed papers will be recycled for the next paper-making batch. With this, the paper is ensured to have the highest quality possible. And that concludes our video of manufacturing process of paper. We hope that you learned something new from this video, and that is all from us, Group 1. Thank you so much for lending us your ears.